All rise. Please be seated. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we are the narrators. You, ladies and gentlemen, are the jury. And as jury, now know the following. On April 23rd last year, a crime was allegedly committed. Allegedly. Valuable. Valuable things were allegedly stolen. Allegedly. And it all took place, allegedly, in an office elevator. Allegedly. There were, fortunately, several witnesses to this alleged crime. You will now hear from each of those several witnesses, after which you will be required to determine guilt or innocence. And do so unanimously. Okay, practically unanimously. The witnesses are the receptionist, the CEO, the decorator, the victim, the nail polish person, the theater goer, and the accused. Wit. Receptionist, CEO, decorator, victim, nail polish person, theater goer, and the accused. First witness, please. Oh, wait, hold on. Excuse me. Before we begin, I would like to say a few words. Why? Because I am an adverb, obviously. And today represent all adverbs, obviously. Listen, you are about to hear several witnesses recall the day in question. You will hear their nouns, their verbs, and some adjectives. But today, you must tune to us adverbs. Why? Because we adverbs reveal how a witness sees, and yet how a witness testifies. Say, sincerely, or insincerely, or misleadingly, or delusionally, or whatever it is. Yes, how? Right. We adverbs are not to be taken lightly. Solemnly swear? Oh, I do. On April 23rd last year, I was behind the reception desk. Hello, I am the receptionist, and I manage that reception area very, very, very exceedingly diligently, resolutely, single-mindedly. Oh, and of course, hospitably. So, on the day in question, I see the elevator doors open dependably, like me. In the back is a figure standing ominously. In front of him, George standing obliviously. Now, I've known George for years. They call him, what do you call it? A humanitarian. Yes, he gives so generously for
life and death causes, Doctors Without Borders, cancer research, earthquakes, famine, vaccines for children. George is the heart and soul around here, if you ask me. And Adverbs loves them, wholeheartedly, enthusiastically, passionately. Well, he even brings us Adverbs every time he comes. Plants them, sort of Johnny Appleseedily.
Here's one.
Once, he brought us, listen to this. Lift the boat togetherly. Makes such a difference. Once, he gave me, oh, I can't even say it. George is just so generously George. Love George. So, this guy standing ominously behind George standing obliviously starts to, oh George, I'd love to help, but my phone, my desk, my responsibilities. I'm sorry, George, but I can't. I did hear some murderously rampaging Polonios activity in the elevator, but my desk, my priorities, I have got to manage that area unwaveringly.
I am the CEO. And I swear, yeah, I do. Look, on the day in question, I was in my office. My office is located prominently, deservingly so. As CEO, I am rewarded with prominently, as well as privilegedly, authoritatively, entitlemently, and of course, lucratively. I'm big. I'm huge. I'm hugely big. So, from my prominent office, I see the elevator doors open. Powerfully. It is my building, after all. And there comes George, grovelingly again, asking for money again, and handing out those damned Adverbs. You know, one day last year, he tried to slip me generously. We don't need any of that in my business. There's too much of that around here already, and it's none of his business anyway. So in the elevator, there's a gentleman standing behind George. He shakes George's hand warmly, pats him on the back collegially, spreads the rug under him protectively, and graciously, softly, sweetly, gently ushers him out to the elevator. Solicitously. George, what a bleeding heart, helping people foolishly. You could have helped yourself too. Oh, what a waste of talent. And been somebody sitting importantly in the back of a limo, being huge, being big, being hugely big like me. You know those people he thinks he's helping? Lazy saps, living freeloadingly, mooching money selfishly, undeservingly, suckling on the rest of it. That's my blood boilingly. Woo!
Solemnly swear, I do. Yes! I am the decorator. I designed that whole office tastefully, mid-century modernly, like this. Table, vase, chairs, high back, low back, window treatments. Yes. So, I see the elevator doors open. horizontally. Suddenly, flying out of the elevator, comes what appears to be George, spinning topsy-turvily, headed for a vase. My vase! My priceless vase! And George! Oh, George! George! You've landed so postmodernly, almost abstract expressionistically. Like this. No, more like this. No, like this. George, what a mess. You've deconstructed my mid-century modernly, and your adverbs are all over the place. George? George, stay with me, George. Stay with me. You're going to bring me my brilliantly today, George. I need my brilliantly. Stay with me. Stay with me.
I do. I am George. I am the victim. On the day in question, I had so much to care for, so much in my care, so much entrusted to me, so much to give. Supplies, funds for medicine, hope, fairness, shelter, food, water, critically important, valuable values to protect, to defend, to safeguard safely. But when I got to the elevator, the doors closed, forebodingly. Suddenly, I was attacked, robbed, out of nowhere. Robbed! 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 Oh, freedom. Robbed! Oh, robbed! Oh,
Truth.
robbed! Oh,
Fairness. Justice.
that's all I remember. But I know I was robbed. We were robbed. We're being robbed. We're being had. We're being taken. The rug out from under us. Going. Gone.
I'm coming. I'm running. I'm late. I'm running. I'm here now. Yes, I do. I am the nail polish person, and I see everything colorfully. So, on the day in question, I'm outside the building. I just had my nails done, dreamily creamily. Just so happened to be the color of that limo I see, stretched. Well, that's how I remember it, the limo. It's such a lovely, lovely off-color color. So what do I see? Okay. Out of the building, this thing shoves past me rudely and then heads straight for that dreamily, creamily limo type deal, which he slips in smoothly. Yeah, that's what I remember. Oh, and his nails. Can't forget his nails. Ooh, vainly vanilla. Oh, but I have a different color on today. Look, see? Superficially, barely, which I like fairly well. Don't you? You know, George was looking a little superficially, barely himself when he was carried out. George, you landed so black and bluely. Let me do your nails. Let's see, I got it. Something in the pinkly that'll cheer you right up. George, where are your thoughtfulies, your big-heartedlies, your otherlies? George?
Ooh, I do. A courtroom. How law and orderly. I love that show. Yeah, on the day in question, I was in the reception area waiting patiently to review my investment portfolio prudently. Well, lo and behold, a play starts. A play right there. Yes. The curtains open rivetingly. Oh, I love theater. I see a thugged character upstage steal from a George character downstage. And so blatantly, oh, I love this. I haven't seen anything performed so magnificently since Olivier in Richard III, or was it the Fifth? Anyway, he takes everything virtuosically, performs so magnificently. The George character is flying around, method actingly. The thug character ripping him off, tearing him to shreds. Shakespeareanly, marvelously, fabulously. More I yell. I want more. Take it all. Take it away. Give it to him. Stop on him. Go for him. Kick him. Tear him to bits. Bludgeoningly, tortuously, waterboarding me, nails roughly. Lock him up. I am hooked completely. This show has legs. Who directed it so compellingly? Bravo! And then the curtains close. Bertolt Brechtianly. You know, when you think about it, it's really very sad. But I need to be entertained, and that's why I love theater. Ooh, this could be a musical. How would it go?
Me. Cunningly, so cunningly, viciously, so viciously, offshore loopholes, rip-offs, legally, swindle, cheat, scam, swindle, cheat, scam, skillfully, so skillfully, shamelessly, flagrantly, so flagrantly, right under our nose, leaving us with nothing.
In New Haven.
I am the person of interest in the elevator. I am the accused. I've been called a fixer, a goon, a thug. But I want you to know, I am innocent. I'm actually the victim here. Actually. You want the truth? I'll give you the truth. So I'm in the elevator with some guy named George. George has too much to carry. So I take it from him helpfully. I take it from him helpfully. I take it from him helpfully. And then suddenly he has some kind of attack, a fit, a bee sting, I don't know. Starts throwing himself around side to side, senselessly, back and forth, hysterically. Flings himself out of the elevator, taking out a vase clumsily. It's his own fault. Elevator doors close. Concealingly, I go down and slip into my limo type deal, right off, scot-freely. Now, those other witnesses, they did it. And complicitly, I am innocent. And I tell you this, truthfully.
All rise. Please be seated. Once again, we are the narrators.
And you, ladies and gentlemen,
are
are the
jury.
Now,
Now, you've heard several witnesses
describe
the
the
alleged
alleged crime.
and you've heard how,
How,
and how
how
each
each
witness.
witness testified.
Yeah.
Yes,
You've heard their stories
of the story.
their story of attack,
Their story of theft,
their story of
blame, their story of loss.
Yeah. If their story is
Taking place
here and now,
and now, is their story our story? And if so, what
is
is
being
being taken? Is it
truth,
civility,
honesty,
clean water,
justice,
healthcare,
humanity,
tolerance,
fairness,
compassion,
kindness,
education,
empathy,
hope,
equality,
the environment,
democracy,
public safety,
the future,
care,
possibility,